Our whole purpose is to educate the public on the best practices for Utah, and we've pulled in teams of experts from every corner of the green industry to create this design approach. Localscapes 101 is the entry-level class that tells you what to do. It's an hour class. For those that are really experienced with yards, that might be all you need. But for those that want a little more information on how do I make this happen, whether I'm trying to transition an existing yard, put in a brand new yard, or even do my yard a piece at a time, which is how most of us have to change our yards, Localscapes University is a 3-hour course that really helps them understand how to start making that change.
We were really worried about the drip system. We had never done it before. We thought it was going to be hard. And then once we did the first little area, we found out it was no big deal because we only water the plant. None of the rest of the dirt gets watered. I've not pulled very many weeds because they don't have water and they don't have sunlight. And so I don't have to weed hardly at all.
That's the big pushback we get. If I don't have lawn, I'm gonna have weeds. One of the things that we say is, first off, it's not just grass or plants, it's gathering areas, activity zones, paths. Those 3 things are all hardscape. But if you're following the Localscapes weed control recipe, we can cut that down by at least 80% over what most people are experiencing now.
What we recommend is you start with the park strip. And the reason that we want you to start with the park strip is a great place to practice the principles that are in Localscapes. You can remove the lawn, you can install a drip irrigation, put in some perennials, and start saving water in an area that really wastes water. And then you can take those same principles to the rest of your landscape, and it's less daunting that way than having to do the whole landscape all at once.
And there are some really pretty water-wise plants. But I only water it every 3 days, all summer long in the 100-degree heat. And I think we only have half-gallon emitters on them. Every 3 days they got a half-gallon.
And then for those that want even a little bit more help, we have a design workshop where they get to work with professional designers to create their Localscape. And then we also have an irrigation workshop where you work hands-on with the sprinkler parts. We find that that lowers the intimidation factor. Once you've seen the pieces go together, it's a lot easier to replicate it in your own yard.
We will be saving about 100,000 gallons a season. They figured it took about 150,000 gallons to keep our yard green with the amount of grass we had. We have 1/3 or less of the grass we used to have. And I'll tell you what my husband likes the best.
What's that?
It takes him 10 minutes to mow the lawn.
We teach in-person classes all throughout the state, and the cost of the classes are either free or pretty low cost, so it definitely helps with those that are on a budget.